Hi YouTube, this is Angela from Lux Angie, and today I'll be doing a review of my beautiful Chanel Espadrilles. I'll be going into the pros and cons of these shoes. I've had them for about 3 months now, so I'll go into the wear and tear and whether I think they're really worth the money. If you are new to my channel, please do take a second to scroll down and hit the subscribe button below, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell. Now let's get into the video itself. Now, these Chanel Espadrilles are one of the most Googled shoes of all time. They exude this effortless classic look about them, and they're so classy. I just absolutely love these shoes. Currently in Australia, they retail for $970, and this is in the classic lambskin color or material, and they also have it in the beige skin with also black two-tone. They also release a range of seasonal Chanel Espadrilles as well. And you can go online to see what they have in stock each season. So sometimes the materials can vary as well. So they can make them from tweed, or like these ones, they can make them from lambskin leather or a range of other materials. So definitely, if you're looking for ones that are a bit more edgy, then go online and see what they have in stock for that season. So my ones here, the classic Chanel Espadrilles, is all lambskin on the exterior as well as the interior, and it has a rubber sole. You can see on the sides of the shoes here, they have this tweed material woven into the sole. So very simple but very beautiful shoes. So at $970, I definitely thought about them for a very long time before buying them, especially since I do have wider feet. So as you would know, if you are like me and you have wide feet, designer shoes are so hard to get because they just don't fit us. They're not made for our feet, and they're so incredibly painful to wear. So I wanted to get Christian Louboutins for the longest time. I've gone in store and tried them on time and time again, and they just never fit. So I've resolved pretty much that I will not be getting a pair of Christian Louboutins. And in saying that, I had very similar reservations when I went to get the Chanel Espadrilles or when I went to try them on. And I have to admit, they were quite tight to start with. So especially here, I found them really hard to get my foot into, and sizing up made the shoes a bit too long. So I went with my true to size, and I could fit my feet in, but they were really tight. What I have found though is that over time, these shoes, because they are made of the lambskin leather, they have stretched out. So right now, whenever I wear them, I find them incredibly comfortable. And they're one of my definite go-to shoes because they go with so many outfits. So I can wear them with jeans, dresses, more work wear as well. I'll definitely walk to work in these shoes. I think they're just so beautiful and so comfortable. In saying that, I did find that I had to wear them for a few times before they actually loosened up. So they were quite tight the first few times I wore them, but I persisted and glad that I did. But if you want shoes, if you have wide feet and you want shoes that fit really well from the get-go, they might not be for you, but do keep in mind that they will stretch. So unlike some other shoes that I have, so for example the Salvatore Ferragamo Farina flats in the painted leather, I've worn those so many times now and I find them still so super uncomfortable even though I have them in the wide fit. So these ones do stretch out quite a bit and they will become quite comfortable over time. Now to get into the wear and tear of these shoes, and as you can see, my shoes are still in pretty great condition, and I've got to say, I don't baby them. I don't wear them in the rain. That's one thing I do to take care of them because they are leather shoes. I find that, or any shoes in general, if you wear them in the rain and they're not gum boots or they're not rubber shoes, then they will ruin. And because they are the tweed on the side here and the leather on top, then they will be ruined by the rain. So I would not recommend wearing them in the rain at all. But in saying that, I do wear them at every occasion and it's worn up really well over time. There are slight scruff marks. I don't know if you can see it here. Some slight scruff marks on the shoe, but in saying that, I don't think it's super noticeable. The inside of the sole of the shoe has some of the color transfer from black socks that I wear. So I wear those socks that just hide the toe. And there has been a little bit of color transfer, but it is the inside of the shoe. So I'm not too fussed about that. The sole itself has held up quite well because it is the rubber sole and not leather or some of the other materials. You don't really see the fading of the shoe. And it still has all the Chanel printing on the bottom of the shoe, and there's nothing wrong with the tweed at all. So the shoe has held up quite well and hasn't been drooping or anything like that. I think it's still maintained a really great shape and super comfortable to wear. So now I'm going to move on to, are they worth the money? Because they are quite expensive. $970 is expensive by any standards. And yes, they are Chanel shoes, but they are shoes at the end of the day. So are they worth it? Well, for this one, I have to say it depends on what you're looking to get out of it. If you're wanting shoes that are a great investment, like you would invest in a bag, then I would say these shoes are not a great investment, because Chanel Espadrilles or Chanel or shoes just generally, you buy them, even at $1,000, and when you go to resell them, they are worth about a third of the price or even half the price, depending on the condition that your shoes on that you bought them for. So unlike a bag from Chanel where you could buy them, hold it for a few years and sell it for more than you got it for, or at least get retail of what you paid, these shoes, you would not be getting that. And you can see on the retail market that the shoes now, they retail at $970, but are going for about $300, $400, $500 resale on eBay, for example. So these shoes definitely won't be a good investment piece if that's what you're after. For me personally though, I do love these shoes. I find them incredibly comfortable, because it is so hard for me to get designer shoes that are comfortable and look really nice and just suit my style. So I always go for the more casual, classic style, black jeans, dresses, things like that. Nothing super dressy for me. And so I find these are perfect for my style. So the day when these shoes wear out, and they are shoes, so they will wear out, I would still repurchase them without a doubt. And I think for me, they are worth it, but keeping in mind that they are not investment pieces like you would say with a bag. And that brings me to another point. So shoes at the end of the day are shoes. They are made to be worn, and they will step on crap. They will step on the ground, and no matter how much you try and take care of them, they will wear. So shoes will wear over time, and they will not last you, say, the 10 years that a bag could last you. And so that's something to be mindful of. As beautiful as these shoes are, they are not a forever piece. But in saying that, I personally still love my Chanel Espadrilles, and I think they are worth the money for me, because they are so comfortable and they fit amazing, especially once they've stretched out. So that's my review for these Chanel Espadrilles. Hope that this video has helped you, particularly if you're in the market looking for a pair for yourself. And if you are new to my channel, please do scroll down and hit the subscribe button below. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.